All right, here we go, guys. So, by the end of the weekend, you should have this pretty much all filled up and completed, okay? You've done a lot of doodle practice, edges filled in. I'm gonna work on mine, and you shall see it knocked out. Recently, we did the doodling and the noodling. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. But today, what I wanna do is basically explain what your project is going to be, okay? So, across the top, once again, give yourself a little title frame. I'm gonna call this the Doodle Design, okay? The Doodle Design. You guys are going to have 4 different options for your doodle design. So on that page, simply divide it into 4 sections. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. What I want to do is talk about these 4 different options, okay? You're going to be creating little practice versions or thumbnails, miniature sketches of each one in here, okay? Now, the first option is simply freestyle, okay? Freestyle. This is the doodle option where you can do pretty much anything you want. You can work with pictures, words, whatever, okay? Anything goes in the freestyle. It'll be a doodle as well as a noodle, okay? Doodles and noodles. So, in this section, basically create a freestyle doodle. Anything you want to do in that section, all right? Really, with doodling, there's no rules, and so if you choose this option, you choose how you want to solve it, okay? The second option is what I call the radial design, or radial balance is what it's really. With a radial design, you are going to use a composition of circles or rings, okay? And so those of you at home, you can just find some round things, and you could also just kind of freehand these as well. But imagine this one is all about circles, okay? So imagine all your little doodles inside these circles. Another word to call it real quick, mandala. All right, a mandala. Okay? And so all your doodles will kind of fit inside those circles. Okay? So freestyle, anything goes. Radial design, working with circles. The next step is going to be a repeating shape. Okay? A repeating shape. This could be kind of a repeating format of just like a larger shape, and then you would kind of create your doodles inside there. And I'm going to show you guys some examples of what that could look like as well. Okay? You could do pretty much all sorts of stuff, but you select kind of a shape or something to repeat, and it could also be just kind of like goofy faces. All right? And you could repeat these faces over and over again, and repeat that, and just doodle those faces over and over again. Okay? Does that make sense? And once again, here I'll show you guys a couple examples. So repetition, it's got the same thing that kind of goes over and over and over again. over and over again. And then lastly, your option is basically to work with like a theme doodle. Okay? A theme doodle. That means you like select a certain theme, like let's say dinosaurs. And all you do is doodle dinosaurs. Could be cars, could be shoes, could be whatever, okay? But it's kind of got that theme, all right? And so that's how it's going to set up, okay? You're going to create, in your sketchbook, you're going to set up this page. And you're going to set up the 4 different options, and I want you to spend time creating miniature versions of each one of these, okay? A miniature version of a freestyle doodle. Anything goes, do whatever. Okay, a kind of a miniature version of a radial design. Like what doodles could go inside there? How could you play around with that? A repeating shape, and then select a theme to kind of work with. But I really want you to push these miniature examples, even though you know, you may be like, oh man, I'm going with this one for sure. That's great, but I still want you to create miniature versions of all of them. Because who knows? You're going to learn something that you didn't think about as you create some of these other ones. All right? So eventually, you're going to be taking and selecting one of these, and you're going to be making a larger format of the one you select. Basically a full page doodle of either the freestyle, the radial design, the repeating shape, or the theme doodle. Okay? This will be one of our first larger projects called the Doodle Design. All right, guys, so my big piece of advice, no matter what direction or what option you choose, the important thing is to doodle what you like. Find those images, find those pictures that inspire you, doodle what you like, what interests you. Remember the Creative Bank account. All right, have fun.